It's come to my attention that it's getting very close to being 1 year since I've last played a Legend of Zelda game. Well, not really. Actually, I'm 5 months away at the time of recording this. Look, I'm having the Zelda age, okay? I also recently watched a video by a creator named Corey with 2 R's where he played all the Resident Evil games, but with the catch. The catch being, if he ever died, he would have to reset all the way back to Resident Evil 1. Now this got me all jizzed up. What if I did the exact same thing, but with every 3D Zelda game instead? Which is why today, I am going to beat every 3D Zelda game. But if I die, I will have to reset all the way back to Ocarina of Time. You know, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's starting to sound like a really stupid idea. Oh my god, it has been way too long. Okay, any death up until the water temple, I am cool. A death after that, and I might just end it all because I will not be doing the water temple again. Because I had already played Ocarina of Time, the parts I initially had trouble with weren't that big of a problem this time around. I was actually kind of surprised at how much I remembered, given the fact that I'd only played the game once. Suffice to say, the first part of the game of collecting all 3 spiritual stones was no problem. Oh shit. Ganon dick. Big nose pointy ears looking at, got a rooster on your head looking at. Wait, why are his eyebrows connected to his hair? Why are your eyebrows connected to your hair? Yeah. Run away, Mr. Eyebrows connected to your head. The forest temple was easy. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that much trouble either during my first playthrough. You wanna know what the hardest part of all this was though? you wanna know what the hardest? It was the stupid Lost Woods. Yup. Still couldn't remember the damn directions this time around. At least I didn't spend an hour in this shithole like I did before. But still. It was kind of embarrassing. The Phantom Ganon fight did get a little too close for my liking, but of course I ended up defeating him and obtaining the Forest Medallion. Next up was the Fire Temple. Like the Forest Temple, the main parts of it all were pretty straightforward, except fighting these 2 unreasonably tanky ball-looking creatures. God damn! Volvagina was pretty tough as well. I did have to pop a fairy during the fight. I mean, what the fuck? Why did those hair whips deal so much damage? Anyway, another close moment of death in the books, I guess. Of course, you all know what comes after the Fire Temple. You know what? Let's just all give a round of applause to whoever made this shit. Was it Miyamoto? It was that sly son of a bitch, wasn't it? Him and his damn smile. You know how the water temple goes. Change the water level until you start regretting playing the game again, and go to every room at least twice to make sure you didn't miss anything. Oh, and if you did? If you did, take your dumbass back to the symbol and play the damn Zelda song again. At least this time around, I didn't spend a whole 3 fucking hours to finish it. It took me an hour 30. Next, the Shadow Temple. I don't remember much of it. Nothing worth noting like close deaths or anything. Oonga Boonga was fun. I mean, it did make me wonder just how easy all the other bosses from the other games will be, now that I'm revisiting them. Like, am I gonna struggle against any of them? Look, I'm fine with struggling, just not to the point of dying, because that would be bad. And finally, the Spirit Temple. Again, like the Shadow Temple, nothing life-threatening really happened. With all 5 medallions, I made my way to Ganon's castle to fight the big baddie himself. Oh, his purple jizz. Oh, his purple aura. Oh. Alright, Ganon Dick. Oh yeah, it's tennis time. I hit that. Okay, I'm nervous right now. I am nervous right now. Okay. No! Oh my god. Oh my... Yep. I am popping the fairy. Finally. Okay, phase 2. Oh shit! Okay, focus up. Is that it? Easy. And with Ganondorf defeated, that marked my deathless run of Ocarina of Time done. Fucking Shigeru Miyamoto. That smug fellow. Wait, am I done? Is there anything else? Hurry up. I need a shit. Hello, Majora's Mask. Okay, this should be pretty easy as long as I don't stress about the time. It is the shortest Zelda game, so I'm hoping this will be fast. Going into Majora's Mask, I knew I only had two options to play it out. Either go the route of collecting all the masks so I can get the deity mask to make the Majora's fight 1,000 times easier, or speedrun this shit and fight Majora the real way. And let me tell you, my mama didn't raise no pussy. Something I've come to really appreciate about Majora's Mask is the fact that the game is as straightforward as it gets. There are only 4 temples that you need to do, with 4 main masks you need to collect. You're essentially just tackling one mask after another. And while that may seem very linear, which I guess it is, I found it to be a great thing, especially for a challenge like this, where I'm kinda just rushing over things, not really wanting to spend more time than I have to. After surviving the first 3 days and getting the Deku mask from the Happy Mask salesman, how the hell did he pull out a piano out of nowhere? What the fuck? I decided to get the best mask in the game before tackling the Woodfall Temple. Again, I don't know what to say. This shit was a breeze. Shit was a breeze. You know that feeling when you're playing a game and you're just like in that flow state, like you just know exactly what to do? Like boom, 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 this move, then that move. I was dead ass like that in this temple. Go to this room, boom, done. Next room, boom, also done. No talking, just puzzles after puzzles. Odoa dodged the shit, put a few arrows in his eyes and swept his ankles, called it a day. Put the princess in the jar, dropped her off in front of her dad and saved the poor monkey from being eaten, which now that I think about it is pretty fucked up because like they're plants, like what the fuck? Easy. It was easy. Moved on to the next temple, like I was not skipping beats here. The Snowhead temple was honestly still a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not good at dealing with these multiple levels. But overall, no real threat of dying happened here, so it wasn't all that bad. Up next was the Great Bay Temple. You know, I don't remember if I felt this way when I first played the game, but my god do I hate swimming. On god, tell me why the controls have to be inverted. And every time I try to swim somewhere, I hit the stupid wall. Anyway, I should probably stop talking about it because I swear I'm gonna have an aneurysm just thinking about it. The only thing that remained the same was Georg, because I still struggled against this shitty, stupid boss. Like, why does it deal so much damage? Like, damn, like why? Stupid boss got me popping fairies and shit. God damn. It's actually pissing me off thinking about it. And finally, it was time to head over to the Stone Tower Temple. Well, Icona Castle first. I'm gonna be straight with you, I deadass just googled the items needed to get through the well, because there was absolutely no way I was ever gonna do that shit again. This whole well thing was Miyamoto's idea, wasn't it? Every time there's like a little bit of inconvenience, I'm just gonna blame him. Anyway, Icona Castle wasn't as bad as I thought. What the? Oh. You came out of nowhere! You came out of nowhere! Why? You know what? You know what? I take it all back because fuck Icona Castle. The Stone Tower Temple was probably the closest I felt to being scared that I might actually fail the challenge. There were a lot of close calls. And this isn't even accounting for the fact that I decided to do all of this on the final night. I had trouble with the mirror room, had to pop 2 fairies against Gomez, nearly died to this stupid eye thing, and time was not on my side. Luckily for me, Twin Mode didn't take that long to beat, and I managed to get the final mask with a good amount of time left to spare before the final night ended. Going into the Majora fight, I knew the first 2 phases were gonna be pretty simple, and that the hard parts were gonna come in the 3rd phase. As expected, the first 2 phases went well. Hell, even the dancing phase was pretty simple. And of course the hard part came in when Majora reached its final phase. No fairies, no arrows, I was pretty much done for. I was also pretty much done for when I realized that those fucking Beyblades explode. Why didn't anyone tell me they fucking explode? Okay. I can't believe I have to pop another one. What the? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. That took forever. That took forever and I ran out of everything in the end. Oh my god. Majora's Mask done. Majora's Mask done. That was tough. I knew Majora was gonna be tough. That was pretty tough. Okay, what, Wind Waker next? I think that's gonna be pretty easy. I think Twilight Princess might be hard. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, next. Oh look, it's Wind Waker. You guys know what time it is. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Gotta be careful with my jokes around Wind Waker fanboys. Any bit of criticism about their favorite game and they might start throwing a tantrum. Look, I know I had a few harsh words about Wind Waker in my first playthrough video, but a lot of you, the nice ones at least, recommended the HD version. So that's what we're gonna play right now. And let's see if it really is better than the original. Going into Wind Waker, I was kind of looking forward to the dungeons, because if there really is anything to be happy about, it's the fact that I only have to do like, what, 5 dungeons? And those 5 dungeons were pretty easy if I remember correctly. Coupled with the fact that this is also the HD version, this was gonna be a piece of cake. The first dungeon on Dragon Roost Island was no big deal, except for all the times I fell into the lava. Up next were the Forest Dungeon and the Tower of the Gods. Again, very straightforward. What I will say though, the boss in the Tower of the Gods dungeon, Oonga Boonga's brother, that fight was as amazing as I remembered. And the music? That shit was hard, I'm not gonna lie! The Earth Temple was easy. Nothing life-threatening happened there. And the Wind Temple? It wasn't as bad anymore. Mostly because Makar was finally properly controllable now, which made the dungeon a lot more fun and straightforward. After defeating Pussy Flaps, it was time for me to... Oh my god. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna puke. I'm literally gonna puke. It was time for me to do the Triforce quest. Oh god. Oh. Okay, it's not that bad anymore. God, it was actually terrible in the original version. Now though, I only had to find 3 charts instead of 8, and only spend 1,194 rupees instead of the original 3,184. Oh my god, I'm actually getting PTSD. Anyway, with the Triforce quest done, it was finally time to face Ganondorf. Despite nearly dying and having to pop my fairy, this fight was a lot easier than I remembered. I was basically fighting a 2v1 during my first playthrough with how many times Tetra kept shooting me with her stupid arrows. I'm also not sure if they nerfed the fight or not, but I only had to hit Ganondorf once with the light arrows this time. But hey, I am not complaining. That was Wind Waker. Hey, Wind Waker fanboys? You know what? Yo, this game? It's aight. It's time. It is time to play some Peak. It is time to play some Peak! Holy shit, I forgot how long the tutorial is in this game. I mean, for my first playthrough it was nice and all, but I gotta get going here! Remember, the longer I stay playing, the higher the chances of stupid bullshit killing me. So I gotta move quick. Okay, now that I say that, I'm starting to think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are gonna be really hard. My life. As expected, I didn't have much trouble going through the Forest Temple. Well, most of the early temples for that matter. Playing through them again really has me questioning my past self. Like, how the hell did it take you that long to complete it when it's really this straightforward? These temples at least. All the water temples can suck my ass. After completing the 3 temples, it was time to get the Master Sword, and I have to come clean again. I watched the video on how to do it. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and waste time on this puzzle, okay? Majora's Mask, the stupid well to get to Iconic Castle, cheated. Moving around those blocks to get to the Stone Tower Temple, also cheated. Finding those stupid Triforce pieces in Wind Waker, cheated. Happily cheated. Am I also gonna cheat with some of the shrines in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? Yes! And you know what? I'll proudly do it too. I've already done this shit blind before, okay? I am not doing it again. Sue me. Arbiter's Grounds was next, and that was pretty easy too. The trouble really, and I mean really, happened during Snow Peak Ruins. Oh my god. I need to pop 2 fairies for this shit? Oh no. Give me hearts, please! Wait. I just realized both my fairies are gone. Both my fairies are gone. Oh my god. Oh god. Please be over. Thank you. I need hearts so bad. Wait, I think she drops hearts. There. Oh god. Stop disappearing. Oh no, I forgot. You're dead. Oh my god. That was way too close. Yeah, even thinking about it again while recording this voiceover, I cannot believe I lived through that dungeon. Oh my god. Like, I'm having chills just thinking about it. I did not expect this close of a call that early into the challenge. Going into all this, I was kind of expecting these moments to come from like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. But here, in Twilight Princess, I gotta be more careful. Anyway, the Temple of Time was pretty easy. Nothing really happened there. City in the Sky was kinda confusing, and the Palace of Twilight was pretty straightforward, with the fight against Zant being one of the best fights in the game hands down. All that was left to do was face Ganondorf, who at this point I was kinda expecting to be the hardest thing to deal with in the game. Turns out, the fight wasn't as bad as I thought, with the horse riding phase really only being the part I struggled with, because he kept knocking my ass off the damn horse. With that, Twilight Princess was completed, and still 0 deaths to my name. I am kinda nervous though, because next up is Skyward Sword, and I might use the motion controls. Yeah. Okay, last time I played Skyward Sword, I used the controller. Don't ask me how or what software I used, okay? Just know that I was a very bad boy back then, and I have learned my ways, Mr. Nintendo. I've learned my ways. This time, I am actually going to play the game using a Wii remote. On what console, you ask? On my totally legit Wii that I bought using my hard-earned money, of course. Do not ask stupid questions. The first part of the game was pretty easy, as you would expect. I mean, let's be honest, Zelda games aren't really known to be challenging combat-wise, so like with the other games, I wasn't in any real threat of dying. I will say though, I did expect things to be a little more difficult from here on out, especially Skyward Sword with its motion controls. I mean, they weren't bad. There were actually times where the motion controls made things a lot easier than when I used a regular controller during my first playthrough. Things did start getting a little more difficult though. I did in fact nearly die multiple times in the Lanayru area, especially against these bokoblins with their electric weapons, and these stupid Deku Babas. I swear, those things are just too damn fast. Like, you expect me to have like lightning fast reactions to swing whichever way they open their mouths? Like, god damn. All I can say is, thank God for fairies and those stools you could just sit down to regen back your hearts. Cocteau's in the Ancient Cistern was very close. Again, thank you fairies. I nearly died to the skeleton pirate boss. Tantalus was also pretty close, with me only surviving with 3 hearts. And Girahim. To be honest, I didn't have that much of an issue fighting him. Not here, nor the other times I had to beat his ass. Which was kinda unexpected because I remember having a hard time against him during my first playthrough. I guess it really was because of the motion controls this time around, where I can just easily swing my Wii remote around to get the hits in. It was finally time to face Demise, and I gotta say, I was very surprised by how well the motion controls performed during this fight. The first time I fought Demise during my first playthrough was stupidly difficult, but with the Wii motion controls, the fight was pretty easy this time around. I was able to be more precise with how and where I wanted to swing, and I guess it did help knowing how to beat him in both his phases, so... Alright, Skyward Sword done. Okay, this is where things might get a little difficult, because Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are super big. I honestly don't know what to expect. I might die. You know what? I genuinely think I might die here. The Guardians in Breath of the Wild, those things are a beast. And Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Why am I still here? Why am I doing this challenge? Okay, Breath of the Wild. Oh my god, we are so close. We are so close to the end. By the way, I am not gonna do the DLC. What? You want me to do this shit again and again and make me suffer? Hell no. I'll just do the DLC whenever I decide to stream myself 100% in the game or something. I don't know. Because Breath of the Wild is such a big game, I'm only gonna focus on completing the main and mandatory quests. So pretty much freeing the Divine Beasts, getting the Master Sword, and defeating Ganon. Like I said before, I can't be spending more time than I have to. Especially with games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom with how big they are. The longer I stay doing random shit and just wandering around, the higher the chances of me dying. And I know my dumbass is gonna die to the most random of shits, so I need to stay focused. My main goal going going into Breath of the Wild was to pretty much stack up on as many hearts as I could. So that really means spending all my spirit orbs to get more hearts. Another strat I had in mind was to gather a lot of food that'll increase my defense and give temporary hearts. Obviously to survive, but more importantly, I want to look good wearing the armor sets that I like. So instead of focusing on improving my defensive stats with armor, I'm gonna do it with food. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did that take so much health? Come on, this is so easy. Oh my god, that took everything. This guy's not even a boss. Oh my god. What the f was that? No, 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 no. Eat, 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 eat. What the? Oh my. Thank you, fairy. Thank you, fairy. Okay, I'm running. I'm running. I'm gone. I am gone. I am gone. God damn it, Sidon. Why can't you just carry me on your back? I'm literally about to save your entire village. Why can't you just carry me on your back? Now, unlike your traditional Zelda dungeons, the ones in Breath of the Wild are, not very dangerous. I mean, there are like 1 or 2 of those guardians, and that's pretty much it. Hey, that just makes this challenge in my life a lot easier, so I am not complaining. Oh! Oh, oh. Easy. Shit, I'm out of arrows. Come on. I think this should be it. Woo! That was easy. That was as easy as I remembered. Alright, next boss. What? Where? Oh my god. Leave me alone. Shit! Thank you, Mifa. Again. Yep, okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I am out of here. Fuck! I'm not gonna go too deep into my experiences with these dungeons because, again, I was never really at risk of dying while doing any of them. The main bits were really just maneuvering the map around and solving the puzzles. The hell? Wait, that shit tracks you? That shit tracks you? Okay. Okay. I didn't know about that. Come on, do the suck thing. Okay. There we go. Kind of a waste of my food, but what can you do? What can you do? Oh. Oh, 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 oh! Yo! Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Cue lightning. Come on. Get it. Oh, he fell. Wait, do I win? Oh, come on. You're dead. Oh, I thought he was gonna fall. That would have been so funny. With Va Meadow saved, I quickly made my way to Gerudo Town to rescue the final Divine Beast and fight what probably is the most difficult boss in the game, Thunderblight Ganon. I couldn't tell you the amount of times I died to this boss during my first playthrough, but to say I was nervous to face it again is definitely an understatement, because this very well could have been it, where I die and reset everything back to Ocarina of Time. Okay, second phase. Come on. Come on. Nice. Jesus! Oh my god! Relax! Oh! Run, 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 run! You're dead. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was too tough. That was too tough. With Thunderblight Ganon defeated and Vanaboris rescued, I made my way into the Korok Forest to retrieve the Master Sword. You got this, Link. You got this! Oh, come on! Looks like I need 13 hearts. Fuck my life. Okay, it's not that bad. That's like, what, 8 more shrines? You know what? Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
Tell me where all the easiest shrines are in Breath of the Wild so I can get these 2 last goddamn hearts.
Hell nah. Why don't you ask that stupid bitch Google for it like you always do?
What the fuck? With all the 4 beasts rescued and the Master Sword in my possession, it was time to head into Hyrule Castle to finally defeat Calamity Ganon. Yo, you know what I just realized? Calamity Ganon didn't lose half his health. That half just teleported to Ganondorf and Tears of the Kingdom. Honestly, with the Hylian shield and half his health bar gone, this fight was pretty much a joke. This and the second phase. But you'll never hear me complaining because that means we are still deathless. Woo! Okay. We are so close. Tears of the Kingdom. This is the last and final game, and it is the only thing that is standing in my way. It is gonna be tough. Oh, it's gonna be tough. Fuck, I do not want to reset. Alright, we're finally here. I am not kidding when I say this. If I die here, I'm ending it all. You will never see another video from me ever again. I will disappear from this very earth that we are all living on. My main strat going into Tears of the Kingdom is gonna be very similar to what it was for Breath of the Wild. Like before, I'm only gonna stick to doing the main quests that are mandatory. The issue is, Tears of the Kingdom is a bigger game than Breath of the Wild. A lot bigger. So there are a lot more quests that I need to do. Meaning I'll have to spend more time wandering around hoping my ass won't die to the most random of shits. The strat for food is also the same. Just go around, find anything I can forage, cook as many meals as I can to survive. It's pretty simple. As for getting more heart containers, I know what you're thinking. Because Tears of the Kingdom is harder and bigger, that means I'm gonna do more shrines to get more hearts, right? Fuck no! I'm gonna do the bare minimum of shrines while stacking as many hearts as I can. I will have my cake and eat it too, thank you very much. Oh my god, I just remembered. I need a shit ton of stamina to pull the Master Sword. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to do more shrines. Oh god. Hey Google, give me a list of all the easiest shrines I can do in Tears of the Kingdom so I can finish this stupid challenge already.
Sure. I can certainly find the easiest shrines you can use to beat Tears of the Kingdom.
Thank you.
Did you also want me to look up the easiest and most used up virtual assistant?
What?
Because if you want to know, it's that hoe on your phone right there.
Yo.
Tell that bitch I heard everything she said, and unlike her, I actually have the functional capabilities to operate properly.
Chill! Again, like Breath of the Wild, the dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom weren't life-threatening at all. I'd probably say I was more likely to die from fall damage than anything else. And having the companions and spirits around made fighting off the enemies a lot easier. Again, not complaining because I do not want to die. The fight against Colgera wasn't as bad as I remembered. Thank God for that. I think it was just overwhelming the first time with how you have to manage flying, knowing where the boss was, dodging the tornadoes. You get the point. Knowing how to beat it this time around though, Colgera was a piece of cake. Damn! Damn, I'm all up in his crack. What the fuck? Yeah. Let me smell that Goron ass. What the hell is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? Next up was the Fire Temple in Goron City. I knew I was gonna have to do a lot of climbing, especially in the Fire Temple, because I was not trying to use my brain and think about how to maneuver the carts around, okay? So building up that stamina wheel was pretty important. I also didn't feel bad about using my Light of Blessings on stamina because I was gonna do that anyway if I wanted to get the Master Sword. It really just meant that things were gonna hit a little harder, and I was gonna have a little delay in getting my 10 hearts. Up next was Zora Domain and the Water Temple. At this point, I'm starting to remember how much damage these mobs deal because why do they all hit like a truck? Every damn time I'm like left with 1/4 of a heart, it's not even funny. Anyway, the boss in the Water Temple, shit boss. Look at this. Look at this. I'm already out of food. In Breath of the Wild, in Breath of the Wild, I would have still had 2-3 pages of meals. Crazy. Anyway, it was time to head into the Lightning Temple, and I I was not prepared. With one hearty meal and nothing else, yeah, I was gonna get cooked. Especially against Queen Gibdo and her bullshit moves. Like, damn, it really felt like there was a lot less to forge in Tears of the Kingdom compared to Breath of the Wild. And where are the animals? Again, in Breath of the Wild, I can turn it in any direction and there's like a bison or some shit just chowing down on some grass. In Tears of the Kingdom, nah, you're good. Here's a small bird for you. Like, what the fuck? With Queen Gibdo defeated and Riju now a part of the team, it was time. Yep, it was time to face Phantom Ganon. This, out of everything, yes, everything I have faced in this challenge, this was the thing I feared the most. The very thing that was standing in my way from greatness. Ganondorf? Like the final boss Ganondorf? That shit's easy. I literally had his movements down the first time I fought his ass. But Phantom Ganon, with his clones and shit and the pool of gloom in the second phase, that shit is still tough to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. It's a good thing I did prep and had a bunch of arrows and Gibdo bones, otherwise it would have all been over. I guarantee it. Alright, just one more temple. Man, this game is long. No. With the Spirit Temple completed and Minoru recruited, it was time for me to get the Master Sword. Now, this is where things get a little tricky, because there are 3 ways I could get the Master Sword. The first and traditional way, where I complete the Geoglyphs and Dragon Tears quest, takes way too long. The second way, where I save the Deku Tree from Gloom, is too dangerous. I would say that option is probably the worst out of the 3 because it has the highest chance of killing me. Not only am I gonna have to deal with the annoying Gloom hands, but I'd have to face Phantom Ganon again. And without a shit ton of arrows and Gibdo bones, I'm pretty much cooked. So the second option is an easy hell no. The third and final option is to wait for Zelda to appear and jump on her head to pull out the Master Sword. And, well, I'm here. I am so ready to jump on her head and get the sword. It is gonna take quite a while, so in the meantime, I'm gonna do my dailies. Goodbye.
One eternity later.
Is that her right there? Yes! That's her! Zelda! Should we go? Alright, okay, let's go. I'm here. I'm here for you, Zelda. Don't you worry. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. With the Master Sword in hand, it was time to dive beneath Hyrule Castle to finally face Ganondorf himself for one last time. Wait, what? Does it not cut to the cutscene? Does it not cut to the cutscene? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought it cut to the cutscene. No. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. This challenge can suck my fucking ass.